Hello YouTube, it is 8 PM in the United Kingdom, which means it is time for me to try my first stream of the year, which is probably going to end up being my only stream of the year. No, hopefully not. Perhaps I will do more than just the single stream this year. I think last year I did 4, which is not the greatest, but there we go. I'm not very good when it comes to streaming, simply because of time constraints and how often things tend to go wrong with my setup. So the stream, it does say, it still say stream starting soon. I suppose I should probably get rid of that since it is 8 o'clock and jump into the game. Actually, before I do that, I probably want to close some of these errors that I had beforehand. Do that and that. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and jump in game. Excellent. And just because this could happen, I already have the technical difficulties screen ready to go. So thank you very much for joining me in today's stream, and hopefully this is going to be an interesting one. I'm not sure if anybody can actually hear me at the moment, so I'm just going to double check that as well. It should be something that is fairly easy to check. There we go. I can check that, and it is working exactly as it should. Okay, so the plan for today is going to be to do some, I would say in a sense, practice racing. So I've been having a look. Random Call Sign has been doing some videos, and I watched some of his videos, and they've been doing videos about this LFM, this low fuel motorsports, which I had never heard of. And there seems to be an uptake in popularity with Assetto Corsa. So I thought to myself, well, maybe, just maybe, I could do just a little bit of racing in Assetto Corsa with the low fuel motorsports. But before I do that, one of the things that I definitely need to do is get some practice. So in fact, there is something else I do want to bring up. So if I bring up my open track, there we go. This is going to be for Assetto Corsa, so I'll start that up. So that is going to be my head tracking. That is how I actually use any of my head tracking. And I suppose this is probably a good time to just get this up and running. So I'm not going to be doing any qualifying laps. I'm not going to be doing any practice. I'm just going to jump into the car. So I do have a best lap on here of 1 minute 45. That was without fuel consumption. That was without, I think that was with optimum conditions, and that was for the review that I was doing on this Fanatec Clubsport DD. Clubsport DD? Yes, Clubsport DD wheel. So that is when I did that lap. I think I do not have that many hot laps in this car, at least in the past few years. So yes, no practice, and I'm just going to get straight into it and see what happens. So let's go. Race duration. I want to do races that are probably going to be about 20-25 minutes long, so I can probably fit 3 or 4 races in that. And I also know that a 25-minute race, having done a tiny amount of testing on fuel consumption, should lead to me needing about 15 to 20 litres of fuel to manage to actually handle that. To be on the safe side anyway, I'm sure I could probably get away with about 12 or 13 litres. So I will see. After the first race, I might run out of fuel, and then that will be amusing. To start with, the opponent strengths are going to be about 90, well, it says 90 plus minus 4.4%. I'll probably bring that up to, let's go to 92, plus minus 5%. So the reason I'm doing that is because I think, well, apparently it's just done that. Plus minus 10%. Maybe that will that will work. Penalties are going to be off because I just do not run penalties. I never really have. I know that the online multiplayer stuff does run penalties, but I'm just going to see what I can do without them. No tyre blankets, fuel consumption is 1 times, tyre wear is also 1 times, so tyre wear should not factor into this, and each race I will probably change the time of day and the weather for this. So for this one, I'm thinking we should go for some scattered clouds. In fact, if I normally look at these, just some scattered clouds, and we will race at 10 o'clock in the morning. So there we go. That is the weather and time set for this particular race. It is a 10-lap race, all with the MX-5 Cup cars, as I said, and I think that's it. I suppose I should just start. So here we go. Time to get some racing going. I may drop the volume of the Elgato, or my stream through the Elgato, a little bit. I'm not entirely sure at the moment, but we will see. I should be able to read the live chat as well, hopefully. I think that Elgato, I think this is just a little loud, so I'll bring it down to 0.6. There we go. I should be able to read the live chat in theory, and it may take me a little bit of time whilst I am looking at this, so whilst I'm actually racing, I may not be able to look across every single time. I'm going to give it 17 litres of fuel to start with. I think that is going to work. I'm going to leave traction control on and ABS on, because whilst I'm getting used to it, I might turn traction control off a little bit later. That is probably a good idea, and I'm not really going to mess around with the setup at this point. This is much more a process of getting used to driving in traffic again, which is something I'm not used to doing. So I'll get myself settled into a seat. I know that temporarily I sounded a little bit further away, but that should be sorted out now. Pick the right tool, and here we go. Okay, race number 1 is underway, and I do have my head tracking, so I can just switch that on. There we go. So, I know Brands Hatch, and that is the reason why I've picked this particular racetrack to start with, although I have just botched that corner whilst trying to... Oh, never mind. Purple cars messed up that corner too. And I've really trying to go right around the outside, which is probably not how you're supposed to do it. The mirrors are kind of useless in this car. Yeah, they are a little useless. Now, it's probably about this sort of time that I will be looking... If I look over like that, that's me having a look at the chat messages. So do not worry about seeing... Oh, I don't think you needed to brake for that, and now I've understeered. I have no idea what position I'm currently in. Oh, and I've followed the green car into the dirt. Oh, I'm position 9 of 15 at the moment. 9 of 15, lap 1. That's going to be 10 now. Oh, no. There we go. So if I can get top 5 here, that would be quite good for my first attempt at racing again, I think. I wonder if 4th or 3rd is a better option here. No, I think 4th is a better option around this corner. The person in first place is absolutely running away. I do have a tyre app on, I have my sidekick app on, I have a track map so you know where everybody is, and I have a radar on. This is something that if I do end up racing with LFM, I will probably be running all of these tools. Oh, okay. Mazda on my inside. I think I can overtake this green car. This green car's just a little slow. Just ease in there. Actually, racing like this is kind of rather interesting. I've not done this before, as I said. I think I did some GT racing. I've never raced these cars. Lap 2 of 10, and I'm in 8th, which is not ideal. Oh, I'm still wide on this corner. Right, I need to get the line. I need to sort out the line for that. But I see 7th, 6th, and 5th up there, so I would like to be able to close in on them. I think I'm braking a little bit early in this. I think I definitely am braking a little early in the car. I think we are leaving that green car behind a little bit, so that's okay. Just run the car out wide. Watch the mirrors. Again, it's that green car. I want to make sure that I do have plenty of distance to that green car. Things are spreading out a little now, so I want to start pushing just that little bit more. Oh, that green car's just diving up the inside. Okay, so I guess I am braking very early for that corner, so I'll have to learn to brake later there. Again, as I said, this is all practice for if I go into doing some actual online racing with these sorts of vehicles, so I want to ensure that I am getting my lines right, braking at better spots, and instead of just hot lapping, I think this is just more interesting. Better to watch as well, I guess. Now, if I remember correctly, I think we just ease off on this corner, yes. Although I should probably shift down a gear when I do that. But this corner I'm still not getting right. That is the problem. That is where I'm losing the most time. And this one as well. Do I have to brake or no? I can just ease off and gain a relative amount of time here. There we go. So again, learning lap 3, and I'm learning where I can just ease off and blend the throttle a bit as opposed to braking. Ooh, what was that? Slight weird glitch. Oh, is it raining? I didn't ask for rain. It's just a little splattering of rain, and since these cars are open tops, I am actually getting some rain on my helmet, on the visor. Well, missed the apex there by I think what they would describe in Formula 1 as a country mile. Which is poor. A little bit better through that corner. That's an improvement. Now, if I can manage to... Oh, this rain is so little, but it's on my visor and it's annoying. Now, if I can manage to just go down a gear and then back onto the throttle, I can sort of keep up here. And then here I really need to... There we go. That is much better through that corner. Much, much better. In fact, I am now gaining. Okay, can I do something silly and dive down the inside of the purple car? Not quite. Not quite. But we are getting there. The number 23 is going to be caught. Number 23 is normally my number. Oh well. Yes, normally I run a number 23 when I'm racing. There we go. Whoops, almost missed a shift there. The purple car is starting to take a slightly defensive line, so I just need to keep the pressure up here. Again, not quite getting that turn in that I want. Which is not good because look how much time I lose on that turn. We're already on lap 5. Much better through that corner. So the question is can I make an attempt here at an overtake? This is probably not an overtaking opportunity. So I'm just going to try and get them to go a little bit wide, which did sort of work, but I had too tight a line to do anything. I think somebody's gone off up ahead because that's a bunch of smoke. Hold it in fourth here. Slight tap on the brakes. Right, I'm going to try it this time. That is a clean move. Excellent. Now the only thing I worry about is being actually rear-ended then when a car is that close behind me. Okay, lap 6 of 10. Oh, that's a little bit quick. I can hear the tyres scrubbing. Whoops. That could have been problematic. And now I am starting to get that apex, which is good. Still not quite there with the times, lap times. Tyre wear is completely a non-factor, it seems. So, great. I have 8 laps. Okay, apparently I have 8.6 laps of fuel remaining with 4 laps to go. So, that is actually quite good. Looks like I've done well on the fuel. Either that or I've very much overfueled my car, which is going to be slowing me down. There we go. Right, cashing up to the orange car. Interesting line that is taken here. It's a much tighter line. I tend to take a much more relatively wide line. So I'm not sure which one is the better line. I've never taken a tight line into that area, as far as I can remember, and I have done this track a few times in the past. I think last time I drove this track I did it in a Maserati. Was it the MC12 GT1 or something? But then I have a narrower line here, which is probably not good. So that, I suppose, is what we call swings and roundabouts. Oh, I could have taken way more speed through that corner. It's just far too conservative, and then a little bit too liberal with the throttle through the next corner, immediately losing me over half a second. How about this one though? Now just losing time all the way down this section because that was not smart at all. But trying to put my foot down as best as I can. Right, ease off, turn in, back on the throttle. I think I can go on the throttle about half a second earlier there. But here, oh no. Done it again. That's 3 laps out of the 7 that I've messed up that corner. which is not looking great for me. Third for that, not fourth. Tyres are still absolutely fine. A little bit cold on one side, but that happens given the limitations of the track and the style of the track. Tyre wear is pretty much a non-factor, as I mentioned. Now, how much speed can I carry through this? So because I've done zero practice, I'm not sure how much speed I can actually carry through these corners. And that, because the last thing I want to do is carry a little bit too much speed and then bin it, because that would not make a very good stream. This is a better stream. Oops. So I am catching. I think I am catching with this limited running. In fact, I'm so much faster around these sorts of corners. I wanted to go on the outside, but they've already covered that. So if I can keep them pinned on the outside, that will help. I've sort of kept them. No, not enough. Just not enough. But they were a little bit wide there. So that is my opportunity. Taken. Keep it. There we go. This corner is a lot faster than I think. This is a lot faster than I think. Right. One lap to go after this. Or is it 2 laps to go? No, the leader is on lap 9. So, I mean, the leader's gone. They're down in the hairpin. So there's no way I'm catching them. But this hasn't gone terribly. I did say I wanted 5th. I'm currently 6th. I'm not sure I can actually catch. I'm not sure I can catch 5th place. Does that count as off track? That is a good question, actually. There we go. Low fuel. Oh, wait a minute. Low fuel. That is not ideal. That's caused me to worry. How many laps of fuel do I have? Oh no, 5.6. Oh, we are fine. It's nowhere near empty yet. I've just looked at the actual fuel gauge. Just realised this is nowhere near empty. This is absolutely fine. Now, 5, 4 and 3 are actually battling for position. Unfortunately, I am too far away. So I started in, was it 8th or 9th? 8th or 9th is where I started. And I am too far away to actually... Oh, almost lost the car there. I am now starting to push just that little bit more. To try to catch them, to try and catch them up, but this isn't going to happen. This is just they're too far away for me to catch up in a single lap. Also got just a little bit of stuttering, but nothing too major. There's a 1:45, so I am now at the point where I'm doing my personal best, which is good, because that means that I am definitely pushing. Well, I say definitely pushing, starting to push. And I am catching them, just not fast enough. Now that could have... There we go. I was going to say that could have gained me a lot of time, but only if I ensured I didn't clip that inside, which I almost did. all that inside there, which is actually going to lose me time. Now, understeer, understeer, understeer. Oh, I needed 2 more laps. 2 more laps and I would have been in that fight that I see in front of me. Oh, and it's raining just that little bit again. Look, I'm on the back of them. Actually, that isn't bad. 1 second up. About a second up on my previous lap when I was fighting, so I do have some of that speed. And that's it. That's the race done. That's race number 1. Excellent. Is it going to take me back to the pits? So I think I've changed an option in this where instead of it just throwing me into the pits, it should, if I switch off my head tracking now, it should just take me, it should allow me to do a cool down lap and then go into the pits. At least that is what I think it's going to do. And I think it is doing that. Excellent. So instead of just a boring straight to the pits jump, it is more like this. We'll just ease our way to the pits. Not a bad first race, actually. Not a bad first race at all. Could have been better. Has started just spitting with rain at the end. But certainly could have been better. Maybe if I'd started a little higher up or dispatched of the cars in front of me faster. I think I had a poor start, really. And I do wonder how much training this would give me towards doing some of this racing with actual people. Because maybe it isn't quite as well. I hope it is realistic. There we go. Back into the pits. Just like everybody else. Well, apparently the cars just jump in, but that's fine. Okay, it didn't let me exactly stop the car where I wanted to stop the car, but not bad. Not bad overall. So there's race number 1. I think we can go straight to the replay and have a gander at the replay and see how it went. You'll also get to see how I take some photos if I go to... Is it that one? Apparently that one does not want to show. Interesting. Does not want to show any of the icons anymore. Alright, well, I guess I'll come back to that when it comes to taking photographs. Why are you not showing the things I want you to show? No idea. I'm going to save this replay. Oh, which may crash the game, apparently. Nope, still working. And we can have a look at exactly what I was doing through all of this. Just noticed I need a little bit of a noise gate on my... I think on my microphone, just a little bit. Yep, that looks a little bit better. I think I will just edit that filter and bring that noise gate up just a touch. There we go. Okay. So, race number 1 is over. I've saved the replay. I'm sure I can come back to watching these replays in a bit. I started, was it 8th, finished 6th. Not great, but not bad for a first attempt. So let's go and jump out and find something else to race, or find something else to race, same car. Let's go ahead and race in at a different track. So I will exit that. I think it's because I went to the replay from here. It does not seem to like it. I say it does not seem to like it. Does not seem to like the photo mode. Right, what was my... I was going to say I wanted to look for fastest laps. Oh, that would have been on the other thing. That's what I should have looked at, fastest lap. I was a second behind. I think this is where I could have ended up, P3. Oh, apparently I made the best lap though. So that is good. At least I have some lap time in me. Let's go ahead and change the track. I think track 2 can be Silverstone. Let's go to Silverstone. And the weather can be... Let's do few clouds at Silverstone, and it is a race that is later on in the afternoon. It's a 2 p.m. race. There we go, 1400 hours. Apparently this is going to be a much longer race, so I'm going to bring that down to a 6-lap race, as opposed to the 10 laps of Brands Hatch. So 6 laps it is, about 22 miles. In fact, let's up that to 7 laps. I'll do 7 laps. I'll try and use the same amount of fuel. I'm not sure if that is going to be the right amount of fuel, but there we go. Hopefully it is. If it isn't, well, I'm going to find out on lap 6 or 7. The opponent's strength seems okay, but I think I want to narrow this a little because some of them looked a little bit too easy. So if I now go to... So previously it was to 5. So if I now bring that down to 4... In fact, no. I'll leave that to 5 and I'll just bring them up another %. So this is me just slowly starting to get up the percentage of these. So this is now up to 98. You used to be able to go higher than that. You used to be able to go up to something like 90, was it 120% or something? But I'm not sure if that is something I can now do. No active skins required on that. Few clouds. Should we have a slightly colder day? It's a slightly colder day, slightly more blustery because it is, after all, it is Silverstone, so you do end up with slightly more blustery winds, and we'll have it west-northwest. There we go. Time to begin. Okay, let's see what I can do at Silverstone. Hopefully better than last time. So I'm still starting in 8th because I forgot to randomize that. I'm probably going to, again, if I can get top 5, that will be fairly good. 20 litres of fuel should do the trick. This, I suppose you're at full throttle quite a bit on this track. So I may be cutting it fine. Maybe. But I think we should still be okay with 20. Let's do 22 litres. Give it an extra couple of litres just in case. Okay. And here we go. Time for race 2. Oh, and now those things show up. Of course they do. Head tracking apparently doesn't want to respond. Hello, head tracking. Oh no. Okay, maybe the batteries run out for the head tracking. Great. I'm running this without head tracking. That is not ideal. Because I have no idea where the cars are going to be left and right of me. Oh, I'm actually trying to look left and right. That is not good. Yep, because that is what was going to happen. I need to be able to look around. I'm so used to looking around with these things. Why are you not working? Come on. Why are you not working? Why are you not working? Why are you not working? Oh, it's reading it now. Oh. Okay. It's a car on my inside. It reads it, but it doesn't want to actually move my head. Not good. Yeah, I'm actually going to restart this race and sort out my head tracking. Bear with me, because this is not ideal. Exit. Are you reading? You are. So you are reading the head tracking. Why are you not working? So it hasn't run out, or it hasn't broken. Did I switch it off by mistake? Is that something I've done? It's now on. Again, down to 22 litres of fuel. Please work. Nope, does not want to work. That is a problem. Okay, well, I'll do this without head tracking. I don't think I've raced without head tracking before. I don't know how to look left or right. I'll just have to use the radar, I guess, to trust the radar with where cars are on grid. Oh well. Now I know my way around Silverstone. I just do not know my way around Silverstone with traffic. Now there's a car there on my inside. There we go. I suppose this does mean I can look at chat a little bit more if people decide to chat. I wonder what's happened to the head tracking. Very strange. Okay, with this, you can actually brake really late into the corner. Interesting. I don't think I've ever driven this car at Silverstone before. Oh, okay. Back end stepping out just a tad. Nothing too major. Absolutely fine, really. I like touching this curb just here. It's a good... I was going to say it's a good way for me to know where I am, but then I messed up my corner. And as usual, this is how I lose places. This is definitely how I lose places. Wasn't that crackle from the back of the Mazda? It must have been. And there's no other car, so I'm assuming that was backfire. Right. Car number 55. Here we go again. Trying to overtake car 55 again. This should be easier though. There are longer straights, so you can get in the slipstream and then pull out and... Oh, okay. That was a bit of a late move from them, so I was not expecting that. Ended up losing the car. That was actually too fast into the corner. First lap at Silverstone. Interesting to say the least. I say first lap at Silverstone in this car. Oh, that could be a second gear corner. Okay. I'm 7th. 6th and 5th are just ahead of me. So the top 5 is on once I get used to this. I've used 2 litres of fuel. Right. 2, so this is going to be 14 litres. That would have been fine. And I need to remember that I can actually brake harder than I think, because these are cup cars at the end of the day. They're on slicks, they have a lot of grip. There is a little bit of stuttering, jittering for some reason. One of the things that I have noticed is, and it is really strange because I was looking at some render stats and I noticed that I can actually... Ooh, do not lose the car. There we go. I can actually run this at 90 FPS and it uses about 40-ish% of the GPU. So if I run it at 60 FPS, I'm using about 28%. If I run it at 90 FPS, it's running about 43%. So 20% increase for 50% increase in the frame rate. So I would have expected that... Uh-oh. No, you don't. That would have been a problem. So I would have expected that the running at 120 FPS should be, theoretically, a lot easier, or should be only using about 20% more, 25% more. So I'd expect it to be at the maybe 70%, 75% mark. I'm making a real hash of this track at the moment. 70-75% mark. For some reason, when I try to run this at 120 FPS, the GPU is pinned at near 100%, which is just bizarre. Where's the breaking point for stow in this car? That might be it. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, someone's in the smoke. And that one's up on the curb. That could have been interesting. Come on, I want that 5th place, because that would be good for a never race that track. New personal best, good. Clip is on the inside. I think that I can get away with not braking there, like that. Or I could go for an epic dive bomb here, like that. I see the car. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Oh, they're making a move on the 23. This could be good because I could take both. Here we go. 55 is slow. 23 was defensive. Can I go up the inside of the 23? Just here. No. Oh, no. They still brake. They brake very strangely. I need my head tracking back. Oh, I wonder if it'll work. Let's start it up again. Hello, head tracking. No, apparently not. You no longer wish to head track. Fine by me. Maybe I need to click on... No, I've already clicked on it because I was using it. Right. Cops. Slower corner in this car than I think. Obviously in an F1 car, near flat, if not flat. Maggots and Beckett's. I think flat through the first section. Yep. Lift through the second section. Into Beckett's. Definitely brake. Oh, that's wide. Third gear for Chapel. Through Beckett's, into Chapel, and... No, that was not great. That was really not great. But I can get to 5th and then try and go chasing after 4th. Okay, I say that, but I've completely missed the corner and lost that position. Oh, whoa, hang on. I've lost more positions than I thought. Way more positions than I thought. This was a lot more going on here. No, do not go down my inside and bump into that thing. Bump on the sausage curb. Well, I've gone and definitely messed up this time. I thought this was a few clouds. Why is it clouded over again? That's not how I want it to be. Oh well. Weather is a strange thing in the UK. I can still go flat there. I'm going to dive bomb this car. Okay, well, apparently I'm not going to dive bomb them, because I'm just going to, I guess, outbrake, go around the outside. Yep, I'll do that. And then second gear, inside, and go. There we go. That was not too bad was not too bad a manoeuvre. Not too bad a manoeuvre at all. But that was my own fault for messing up in the first place. Now I'm down to 8th, where I should have been 5th. Just messed up the braking into Stowe. I think we can do some trail braking with this car. That's something that I'm not doing. I've just noticed that the way this car feels, I feel like it is set up for trail braking. So maybe I should start looking at doing some of that. Might work, might not, but it might. Never know. Right, cops. I think trail braking is the way into these corners. Now I've just got to figure out how to pull it off in this car. Maggots. Beckett. Oh, they are braking. That's what throws me off here, is the little bit of extra braking that I would not do, and I'm sure no human player would do. Because I think we'd all figure out that, yep, braking is not needed there. Just lift off. Brake at the second part of Beckett's and then you're okay. Now, where do I brake here? They brake quite late. I feel like maybe I just don't brake hard enough. I think that might be the problem. But I'm not sure. Oh, this one's causing a smoke screen for me. Oh, do not lose it there. Here we go. That's all right. Not too bad. New personal best, which is good. That was a move around Abbey that I thought I would not do, but somehow I managed to pull that one off. That was not an intentional move. This one is, though. Still giving one car's width. That was definitely one car's width. A little bit of aggressive movement. I think that is one thing about racing that I am not good at: aggression. I'm not aggressive enough when I'm racing. I can be aggressive when hot lapping. Even then, I have to really dial up the aggression. But when I'm actually racing, I don't think I end up being very, very aggressive. Right, P6. Back to where we were before I messed up at... Where did I mess up? Stowe, wasn't it? So I think that P4 is out the question now, but P5 definitely is not. Bad lines. There we go. .71 up on my previous best. I just have to try and get the braking point right in Stowe. So I think I would brake here. That is okay. Maybe I need to turn... So again, trail braking could be a really important thing here. I think I need to turn the wheel in just a little towards the apex, just to get the back of the car rotating a little bit more. Right, this is definitely going to be the lap that I take the number 23 car again, because it's going to be another move around the outside of Abbey, I think. Yep, there we go. Or the Abbey chicane, or whatever you want to call this now. And then just across in the braking, well, I say across in the braking zone, not quite across in the braking zone, but certainly, certainly making sure that I am braking in a straight line, but clearly showing which way my car is pointed. So one of the really important things is, of course, you do not come across in a braking zone. That is really important. I know that from racing, that's just a common thing. You make one move and then you hold that line. Which is something I need practice with. Race 1 was so much better with head tracking. Just not sure what has happened. Okay, there's a little bit more of a understanding of this corner. And maybe here I can actually do a better job this time. Just a little bit. Not massively better, just a little bit better. I think the next race I will do will be a night race, so that should be interesting. Yep, it is a bit of trail braking that is needed to just get to that limit of the grip, and that really does make a difference. Leader is on the final lap here. That is not somebody I was going to catch. I could have caught 4th place had I been smarter about driving around still. In fact, no, I would not have got 3rd. I would have probably ended up between P4 and P3. That would have been where I would end up. At this rate, I think I may still just about catch 4th, but I'm not going to overtake them. There's no way that I'm going to be able to make an overtake on them. Oh, I need to be able to look into the corners. Where's my head tracking? I'm going to complain about that the entire time now. Now, I probably should stop. It doesn't work. It worked in the first race, it was excellent. It doesn't work now. I'll try again in the next race and hope it does. Currently, I have it switched off. See, it's these sorts of corners that I have to try and understand just a little bit better how to get the car rotating on the brakes. Okay, there is a chance of me getting 4th here, which will definitely be an improvement. Give them room. Okay, it definitely gave them room. Now I just have to make sure I do not make a mess of this. In we go. There we go. Okay, I say there we go and then immediately miss the shift. Or shift point, should I say. Just one corner to go. Better-ish, kind of. Not great. Not great, but certainly better-ish. Oop, fireworks. Sure, I just saw fireworks. I think I did. Now, if only I could look out the side right now to see if those actually were fireworks. There we go. And the fuel light didn't come on, so I had more than enough fuel. That was definitely more than enough fuel for me to make it through that race. So I put in too much. There's third place up there. Oh yeah, I have to rev match. This car does not have a synchronizer. Well, it probably does, but this isn't quite as gentle. Don't just try and drive this like a normal car and drop gears. Match the revs a little. So the next race, where should I do the next one? So we've done Brands Hatch, we've done Silverstone. Suppose I could try, maybe do the trifecta, go to Donington. Donington would be interesting. I can see myself having some trouble around Donington, to be completely honest. I can definitely see myself having trouble around Donington. In we go. But so far, this Mazda Cup car, which I have only ever raced once in 2016, 2017. This Cup car, no, actually, I have raced it after that. I've just driven it. I don't think I've raced it. It's actually a very capable racing vehicle. I think that I should be able to push it far more than I am. This is definitely a car that I should be pushing a lot more than I am pushing. But for somebody who does not race cars, I think this is pretty good. It's a good starter. I think it's a good starter racing vehicle as well. Definitely a good starter racing vehicle. Yep, down to the pit lane limiter. And down the pit lane. I'm assuming my spot is going to be right at the end. Yes, I can see the pit box. And as soon as I take it into the pit box, it does not even matter if the car is straight. It will just end the race. There we go. Apparently I had my indicator on. Did I have my indicator on this whole time? Surely not. I did not even know this car had an indicator. Okay, so let's have a look at that. That is what I wanted to look at. Half a second off the fastest lap time. I had the fastest sector 1. My sector 2 was 0.2 off. My sector 3, which is where I thought I was losing the most, was actually where I was losing the most. So, funnily enough, first and second were almost identical. I was faster than third, so I could have caught third. Then I was faster than the rest of them. So maybe I do need to up that difficulty even further. Let's go ahead and do that then. So I'll go exit. And probably say keep replay. There we go. Let it save that. And go ahead and also just try and figure out what is going on with this. So I'll stop and start that again. My open track. I know that it was working. I just don't know what has happened. Because, yeah, to me, that makes a big difference. Maybe it shouldn't. Maybe I should be used to not looking around whilst racing, but I do tend to look around. So, next one is which race? What is the next race to do? Maybe I should just go and do Donington. So we'll just have all three. So I've done Brands Hatch, done Silverstone, could do Donington. I could do Cadwell Park, but Cadwell Park is not... I do not think this one is done quite so well. So I'm not going to go there. I do not have Snetterton. I do have that in Assetto Corsa Competizione, but that is not the title we are playing today. So I guess we'll do this. Now, if my head tracking does not work, that hairpin could be a problem. I'm going to try it anyway. Here we go. And I think 8th is a good position to be starting in. I'm going to get this, bump this up a little bit further, so another 1% up. So I'm now effectively at 99% opponent strength for the strongest ones. The weakest ones should also be getting a little bit better. I think the aggression is about right, in my opinion. So here we go. Try this again. Oh, I said I wanted to do a night race, didn't I? So if I do this as a night race, or should I do 2 more races and do the last one as a night race? This one, I need that to be about 9 laps. So there we go. And then, no, I'm not going to do this as a night race. Do we have night races at Donington? I'm just thinking. It would be interesting. It would be an interesting race. Night racing, but I don't think I will do that. I could have a race that's later on. So maybe quite late in the evening, maybe. That could be more towards what we would expect. So I'll do that. I'll do an evening race, which means that we should be blinded at some point. In terms of fuel, I guess I'm going to do the same amount of fuel. 22 litres was too much, so 19 litres probably seems okay. So I'm going to do that. And just hope that I do not end up running out of fuel. So here we go for race 3. Please work with the head tracking. Yes, it does. Okay. Now we can race. Head tracking makes so much of a difference. He had a good turn in. Oh, I'm in a 3 wide little sandwich. Give them room. I wonder how good these lot are at Donington. They seem to be fairly good. Oh, there's a yellow flag, and now it's me probably causing said yellow flag. Oh, we're all right. Just avoid that car. Give them some room too. Again, not sure I've driven this at Donington, aside from maybe 1 lap at some point. So this could be interesting. Give me a lap to get used to driving it and where... Okay. I think in terms of speed, I am really bad here. So, try and improve that. I'm 10th. That is not acceptable. Try and increase the speed here. Ooh. What happened there? Got a slow car ahead. Not close enough to take advantage. And here comes the hairpin. Okay. Managed it through the hairpin. And the second hairpin. settle into the race and start pushing. Now, of course, the AI are now harder by a little bit. Not much, but certainly a little bit more difficult. So I need to bear that in mind with my driving. Bit of understeer. Say bear that in mind with my driving as I mess up and just do nothing. Up to 5th. Try to get to grips with this car at Donington. That seems okay. I remember when there used to be a bridge across this thing. There's a bridge across the entire track. Not sure why they got rid of the bridge, but there we go. That orange car is really trying their luck. What kind of speed can I hold here? A decent amount, actually, now that I'm starting to get used to it. But that might be too little too late already. Oh, yellow flags again. What is that yellow flag warning for? Is it every time a car goes over this section? Because we're all skipping the chicane a little. I can go faster than that. I can go much faster than that. Right, I want to clear these two cars and start skipping ahead to the faster vehicles. But first, I need to actually find a spot to overtake these two, which I did say a few minutes ago. I did say Donington could cause me problems. It is a great track, but I do not know where to overtake at Donington. I suppose this could be an overtaking opportunity into here. I think down the hill is perhaps the best option. Maybe. Just maybe. I don't know. But you have to be really close to be able to make a dive into this corner and then up this hill. Oh, this could be an opportunity. Here we go. Let's quick through there. Give them room. Can't see them. Suppose I really should use my radar a little bit more too. No point just using the head tracking. There they are. Very close to my tail here. I think this is where the yellows are being called because of the way everybody is cutting this particular corner. I thought I might be able to dive that one, but was not close enough. Gave them a little bit of a scare though, because they are now definitely on a defensive line. Backed out of that one. I was just not confident on taking that place there. Should be able to take the place on this lap. Could I do this down the hill? That is a question. Oh, that would be good if I could. Yes, that is the plan. I want to try to... this is going to be a risky maneuver. No, not safe. Not safe to do this. So I'm going to do it anyway. There we go. Maybe a little bit of a tap there. I did understeer into them. So that was, I think in the real world that would not be counted as a, oh, they want to come back at me. Where are they? There they are. I think in the real world that would be a bit of a dodgy maneuver. Oh, yeah, that serves me right. Serves me right. No, do not spin me. Oh, I'm done. that serves me right for messing up the for messing about in the first place with that other maneuver. Right, back to chasing down P whatever through whatever. Oh, it's going to be P14 through P10. Oh, so much for trying to push forward on this one. I had a P6. No, I had a P8. I had a P6. No, I didn't. I had a P4. I had a P8, P6, and a P4. And now I'm down to a P. Well, absolutely terrible. So that all began with the move down the bottom of the hill, which I really should not have pulled off. I should not have done that, and I sort of pushed the red Mazda, push a red Mazda off the road a little. That then compromised me up the hill, and then I sort of lost it on my own through the next bit. See, that is just too quick. Too quick through the corner. Close, but not quite there. Another aircraft taking off from East Midlands Airport, or known in the flight simulator world as Echo Golf November X-Ray, or flight simulator in the flight world, aviation world, or for those of you who actually fly out from there, I'm not sure who operates out of there. I know Ryanair do, but apart from that, I'm not sure. I know it's freight, a lot of freight operations, but if you fly out from there, it would be EMA. I am now slowly catching that group, but with 4 laps to go, I think the best option I'm going to get here is probably going to be P10 if I do every single lap coming forward perfectly now. So I have 5 laps really. It's halfway through the race. Was it a 10-lap race? No, it's a 9-lap race. So at least I didn't mess up on the last lap. So I do have an opportunity to at least make it back to P10. I could sort of see P9 and 8 up there as well, so potentially I could do that, but I really need to start putting some laps together. The sun is going down, which is what I wanted. I'm not doing any wet racing at the moment because I haven't yet figured out how to get the AI to work with the wet racing properly, and also that it is an open top rather than not race. Oh no, use the gears, slow down to 3rd, come on. I'm doing well to try and start catching up now. It is interesting to actually race other vehicles. As I mentioned, I just do not do this. Gran Turismo, I've sort of raced other vehicles, but in Gran Turismo you drive like Gran Turismo AI. I say Gran Turismo AI, I know there is now Sophie, and Sophie is an incredibly smart AI system. But yes, I just drive like Gran Turismo AI does in Gran Turismo because that is the only way you really win in Gran Turismo. Slight strangeness with the shading that I can see, but I'm trying not to focus on that. I'm just trying to catch up to these drivers. I need to be a little bit smoother on my gear shifting too. Notice that. Like that. That is a little bit better. Oh, that could have been cutting it a little. But yes, I'm not very quick around this track, it seems. I'm just not very quick. With this car around Donington, not fast. The car, interestingly enough, the car I've driven the most around Donington is the Ferrari F2004. So those are the sorts of lines that I look at, not the same sorts of lines that I really should be looking at. I'm not sure about cutting the first part of that chicane. The second part, definitely. The first part, perhaps not. It's a bit grassy there. Oh, that car's going for a move. It's the number 23 again. I seem to be forever fighting the number 23. That's 3 races that I fought the number 23. And yet in all 3 races I've actually overtaken them and then gone off into the distance. So I just seem to be inconsistent, it seems. I suppose that is what happens when you do not do any practice or qualifying. Just jump into a race. Maybe that's what I should do if I do another stream. That could be a good idea. Instead of doing multiple races, maybe just do 2 races but with practice, qualifying and a race. That could be interesting. Oh, I'm cutting these a little bit too finely now. Be careful, because otherwise that will happen. Okay. 23. Time to try and beat the 23. Give them room. Where are they? Still give them room. I don't know where they are. Cannot see them. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh, I'm very slow through there compared to them. Okay, there is much, much more speed that I can take there. I did not know that. And unfortunately, this means that I'm going to end up in 13th place, which is way, way further down than I should be, and that is thanks to that spin. Just did not manage to recover. Okay, so I need to get past the 23 and then make sure that I'm fast enough at the hairpin, not at the hairpin, sorry, at the chicane, so that they do not just overtake me again. Oh, I've messed that up already. Come on. Dear, oh dear. Now apparently coming through this corner, sliding the car a lot is the way to go. At least at the last lap it was. This lap, I'm just going to cleanly sail past them. There we go. That is better. Much better move as well. Better gear shifts too, finally. It's only taken me how long to make these gear shifts? An hour to figure out how to gear shift these properly. Now apparently, as I said, this you can go much faster than I have been going, so oh, fireworks. I keep getting distracted by fireworks when they go off. I can only imagine what it would be like at night. Where is that purple car? There it is. I think this is the first lap that I haven't had anybody in front of me. I do not know where my braking points are. Well, that was poor from me. So I was in the running probably for about 6th place, 5th or 6th, until I spun. Well, that opportunistic move. I'll switch off my head tracking. The opportunistic move that I took earlier in the race, and then leading to me losing control of the car, spinning out. So the move down here, where I really pushed the red car out all the way out there, and then did not see where the red car was coming up. So yes, really my own doing. Finishing in this position, 13th. Very poor, but there we go. I think I have time for one more race. I'll do one more race. Where should I race though? Where should I race for the next one? Well, those fireworks actually look quite nice. Okay. Just trying to think where would be a good place to race. Maybe I'm supposed to keep this head tracking on until the race has quit. Maybe that was what the problem was last time. I do not know. To find out the fastest lap, I do not think I have the fastest lap at all, but I may have a fastest sector 2. I think I may have a fast sector 2, but certainly not a fastest lap. What is that? In we go. Hopefully the indicator has not been on the entire time this time. Oh, my pit box is at the front here. There we go. Nope, no indicators this time. Excellent. Right. Switch off the head tracking. Let's have a look at the timetable. No, did not get a fastest sector, fastest lap or anything. How far off was I? 0.2 of a second on sector 1. 0.3 of a second on sector 2, and sector 3 of mine was just poor. That was where I was losing most of my time, was sector 3. I could tell anyway that I was losing the time there. So let's go ahead and exit and go pick perhaps another race. So where should I go for one more race? Oh, I was supposed to save that, wasn't I? Wait, I can do that. I can go to media and replays, and that's one. Keep replay. There we go. And for this race, as I said, it is going to be night time. Oh, I've just had a thought. A racetrack I know very well. Why not? How long would that take? That's one lap. 14 minutes for one lap. I could do a 2-lap race around the Nordschleife. It is a track that I know. So I would have the advantage of knowing the track. Not the car, but certainly the track. Races at night. Put in 30 litres of fuel. Probably wouldn't even need 30 litres given the technical nature of the track. You know what? Let's do that. I'm going to do that. It's going to be few clouds. Let's say 5:30 in the morning, Nordschleife. What would that look like? No, it needs to be earlier than that. We want quite a night race, 4:30 in the morning. I think that would be a little bit more realistic. Let's go even earlier, 4 o'clock. Might get to see the sun starting to come up a little. So 2 laps around the Nordschleife. I hope my head tracking works. In fact, just to make sure it does, I'm going to stop this and start it again, just to give it that extra bit of a try. Starting position 8th. I do not know the cup layout, but I do know the actual Nordschleife track. And let's see if this car, which I'm now getting used to, is able to compete. This can only go well, right? Oh, it's got one of my screenshots there. Excellent. Surely this can only go well. I have no idea what is going to happen with the right, 30. Let's put 25 litres in. This could be the wrong amount, but I'm going to risk 25 litres of fuel for this track. And if I run out of fuel, I run out of fuel. No, I don't want to risk 25 litres. Maybe an extra litre. Who knows? Here we go. It is night time. The lights are on. The head tracking is working. And we are away at the Nordschleife. Oh, this is going to be an excellent race, I think. I want that inside line. Now, the only problem is I do not know what turn 1 is like here, in the slightest. Apparently it's goes that way, okay. And then we are out on the F1 circuit, okay. So round to the F1 circuit. Oh, I need to move my microphone a little. There we go. So this is where I will lose a lot of time, because I do not know where I'm supposed to be going. But then as soon as we get to the Nordschleife, then we will be making the time. So what happens here? Oh, we turn off here. Okay. It's not expected. I don't think I've ever taken this turn. Where does this lead? Okay, so this comes out after the Schumacher S. Okay. Right, well, they are all gone, so it's time for me to start. Now I know where I am. Start pushing. Yep. Oh, wait, there is one thing that I do not know. Which chicane am I taking? Chicane number 1 or 2? It looks like it's number 2, so fine. Is that chicane 2? It is. Okay. Was not sure. Right, onto the Nordschleife we go. Time to get racing. I have no idea what this car is like on this track, by the way, but I know the track. So it could be interesting. It could be very interesting. I'm in position 9. If I end up 9th and stay 9th, you know what? I will take it, because, as I said, I may know the track, but I certainly do not know this car on this track. Oh, and I am hitting my... How am I hitting my microphone now? There we go. That might be better. I'll try not to knock that. Okay. Oh, are they just going to disappear into the distance? That is going to be really sad if they are. There's one behind me, because I can see the shadow for my car. Right, is that flat? Yes, I should have taken that flat. Oh, this could use a lot of fuel. I've just thought about that. I've just thought about how much fuel this could take. And that car is wanting to make a move. Yeah, I'm definitely not going as quickly as these lots are. Maybe I should follow this car just to get an idea of where I can place it. In fact, staying in this group might be quite nice. I know it's down in 10th, but as I said, I know the track. Need to learn what the car is like at this track. What kind of move was that? Okay, apparently this car has way more grip than I am giving it credit for, at least around here. Or the AI know the track ridiculously well, because yeah, I am getting, I believe the correct term would be mugged. So how much speed can I carry with this car? The answer is a lot. A lot more than I thought. Why is a Mazda so grippy? Yep, the answer is a lot more than I thought. So I've just started pushing the car a little bit more now, and it is just holding. Okay. Time to start doing that then. Last time I raced a car here would have been the GT3 cars, of which I was kind of okay. But I am now keeping up with... I am starting to, or just about keeping up with those lot. See, corners like these, I'm not sure how much I can push. Apparently, more than I think. Or that corner is not more than I think, though. Okay. Stop bouncing off the limiter. Focus. Important car, or important track. This is the corner that I am never good at. So, oh, is that a car on... No, it isn't a car on the side. I thought that was a car on the side. No, it's two people wearing fluorescent yellow jackets, or orange jackets. Oh, those cars are gone. Well, this is annoying. This is going to be very annoying. Because I was kind of hoping I could actually keep up with at least one of them. But no. I know the car, I know the track, don't know the car on the track. Kind of shows the importance of that. The red car is really pushing though. See, look, I can take this all flat. I do not know what car I've last taken all of that flat in. I do not remember the last time I took that corner flat, or those two corners flat. Into the carousel. This is the one place that I can probably hold about the same as the AI. Which does look like the case. Oh, that looks so cool with the cars going through the forest and you can see them lighting up the trees in the distance. That is really quite cool. Yep, flat through this area too. Should have probably touched the brakes there. But that's okay. Uh-oh. Yep, maybe with the brakes there as well. A tap of the brakes. It's a whole different circuit when you're racing cup cars. Well, no, it isn't. It is the same circuit. It's just a very different experience when racing cup cars. Here we go. starting to close on them, which is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 3 cars ahead. I'm the 4th in what is becoming a small train, as I'm starting to now push the car a little bit more. Do not lose the car there, do not lose the car there. I've done that before in many a Nordschleife challenge video. 5th gear, can I be flat? I think, oh, it's almost flat. I think I could do it flat if I didn't touch the curb. And that actually has me, this is not a place to overtake. That is not an overtaking opportunity in my opinion, at least not with the level of skill that I have. I should have been faster through that. Okay, starting to get a handle on this. Oops. Here we go. I have a slight run. If I can, yep. They were, no, nope. Okay, slipstream and a pass. I think that is what I'm going to try and do. Here we go. And try and have a look at messages in the meantime. I've got to try something, hold on. I know you're saying something there. The Evora GX. Okay, Evora GX. I will have to try that at some point. Sorry, I don't know who it is that's saying it. I can just sort of see it off the side of my eye when I'm looking around like that. I will check it after the race. But thank you. I saw it, I think I read Evora GX and that was about it. Do I keep myself flat through this? Oh, this is kind of risky. Yeah, I'm not going to do that because I still don't know what the grip levels of this car are. Okay. Well, Nordschleife is throwing up interesting challenges. I don't know where to brake for turn 1. I'm going to say right there. Oh, no, apparently I'm in the back of that. Why did you brake so hard? Is that really how much you have to slow down for that corner? Didn't think so, but okay. Leave the space. Still leave the space. Cut underneath. And remember where this turn is supposed to go. Oh, the turn is actually further than I thought it was. Take 2 around this turn for the very first time. Or second time now. It'd be nice to clear the 07 or the 07 car. Looks like the 71 has scarpered away. So, in fact, there it goes up the hill. This car is kind of slowing me down. The Nordschleife is going to be difficult to overtake on again, so something I'm learning with equal cars. Difficult to overtake on something like the Nordschleife. Fair enough. Also, I'm starting to, after now nearly 2 hours I guess, figure out how hard I can brake with these vehicles. I think that is probably my biggest time loss, is the fact that I'm not braking hard enough or late enough with these cars. So that, and this track has taught me very, very quickly how grippy these vehicles are, which is quite cool. Starting to push more than I have before. with the car, so definitely getting used to this car on this track, but a bit too late, I'd say. Should have maybe done a practice lap. That would have been good. Would have been a really good idea. It is flat through here. I had a confidence lift. Confidence lift not needed. It is flat. So on a GT3 car, definitely a lift. This car, flat. Formula 1 car, lift. In fact, every car that I've driven around there, it's a lift. A lift or a brake. Well, despite it being down in the bottom bit of the bottom half of the people, this has been an interesting race. As I said, the speed that can be carried through some of these corners is quite insane, actually. Should I have shifted to second? Possibly. Well, I am coming up to the end of this stream now. Oh yes, I forgot, this is way faster as well. And I probably will not go through the replays to take screenshots yet in this stream, because it is probably going to take me quite some time to go through the 4 different races that I did. Oh, I am faster than this car through here, but oh. But where am I going to pass? Here? No, that is not a place to pass. Now I am battling. I wanted to cut underneath, but they blocked that. Maybe having them offline here. Oh, no, I had a twitch, back end stepped out, and that ruined that one. Well, at least I'm having some sort of a battle. That is good. And let's try and get this corner a little bit better. That is so much better than before. Right. Can I overtake the way the 71 did? Obviously the 71 is a computer and has no physical limitations. But, oh, nope, not happening. The shadowing on this though is incredible. Bump draft. Here we go. Nope. Again. Oh, cutting underneath. Possibly. Yes. Yes, this could work. Oh, this is a bad corner to do it at though, because of that bump. I think. Dare I try it into the carousel? Dare I try it into the carousel? No. That is not going to be a valid... Ooh. How did they catch that, is the question. How did they even manage to stop that from spinning? That's computers for you, I suppose. I do want to overtake this car, though. It's just a lift there and then hold it flat through that. Tap on the brakes here, down to third. Then watch it through this section though, because this is not really much of an overtaking opportunity. Although I am closing. Again, oh. Back end stepping out again as I'm trying to push it. Where am I going to overtake? Where can I... I have no idea where I'm going to overtake this car. Maybe I should just throw it up the inside of a corner and see what happens. That would probably end up badly, just like Donington did. So I have to be a little bit more careful, I think, because if that was a human, this would be an interesting battle, I would think, in terms of they would be looking at where to defend, I would be looking at where to attack, and it could turn out in quite an interesting fashion. Okay, hang on. I'm faster through all of this. Oh, I'm still going to push them. It's almost impossible. Around the outside. Trying to use the grip of the car. No, not possible. I thought maybe I could make use of this grip that I've learnt of with the car and see if I can throw it up around the outside. Not happening. Maybe down the straight like I did with the other car. Oh, but I didn't, did I? Because, okay, so if they go outwards... No, they're not going to, because I've already gone clean round the outside. Well, that was an interesting race. How much fuel do I have? A lot of fuel. A lot more fuel than I thought I would. 120 miles per hour. I guess hold it in fifth. We are going to be going uphill slightly, so I suppose I do need to hold it in fifth. Now the only thing I have to be concerned about is that these guys come up to the end of this lap at an incredible speed, and I would be a little bit concerned with... Oh, there's the fireworks, so that is done. That's the race over. Let's see what kind of speed I can hold here. Flat, 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 flat. Brake. That works, sort of. That sort of worked. I think I could probably hold a little bit more speed than that. And there it is. End of race. I'm not actually going to do the cool-down lap here. I really should have switched the cool-down lap off, because for this, it is going to take ages. And I do not really want to do that cool-down lap. It's just going to take way, way too long. What I probably... Oh, but then I'm not going to be able to see what the fastest times were or anything like that. Oh, rubbish. Well, actually, I could just go back to pits and that would be that. So I know where I finished. Yeah, let me do that. Let me first catch the replay. So let me go to replay and save that. It's always a good idea to save the replay. Right, what was it? It's the Evora GX. Okay. Insane on this track. I will, if I do another stream, I will check out the Evora GX. Right, and then I said I was just going to go back to pits, wasn't I? That way, there we go. That is what I wanted to see. So, how slow was I? Is the question. Very slow. That is the answer. So, on this track, I was with this lot. Other tracks, I've been up with this lot. Bit of practice needed, I think, with the amount of grip that this car has. Should we just have a look at what is going on here? Well, that's not how a replay works. So there we go. I'm going to exit this and it's going to be completely confused. Let's have a look at the replay to end this video. I think I am somebody who likes having a look at replays. Just stumbled upon your stream, but I'm subbing. Oh, thank you very much for subbing. What I will do is the next time I stream Assetto Corsa, and I do want to stream more Assetto Corsa, I will, in fact, I'm going to make a note of it right now that I have to try the Evora GX. So I will do that right now. In fact, also, I'm going to hide those so that you can watch a bit of a replay of a poor race. Okay, so notes. Right, Assetto Corsa. I'll just put it in this one. Try Evora GX next stream. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I remember to do that. But thank you for subscribing. So, funnily enough, I used to do a lot more of these videos, but it hasn't been. Oh, apparently Streamlabs is also thanking you. Streamlabs, I didn't know you did that. But okay. How bizarre. I did not know Streamlabs did that at all. Freaky. So, Evora GX next time. I will try to remember, and around this particular track. So insane grip speed is also amazing. What I will probably try to do is I will do it with with some practice. So I'll do some practice, maybe even qualify, or just do practice into a race and have a look and see if that is something I can do. Now, what is the time? Okay, I've been almost running for 2 hours now. Is there time for one more short race, now that I know how much grip this car has? I'll tell you what, let's do one more race. One more race to end this video. Let's do that. So, let's pick. Oh, that's in the wrong mode, isn't it? I don't want to press that one. There we go. So mouse was in the wrong mode. What track should I go for? Do I have Suzuka? I do. Surely I have to take a Mazda around Suzuka, right? Suzuka would just be the... Yes, it has to happen. About 20 minutes? Sure. One more race. One more race. It can be... Right, so it's the... Let's do it about 6 a.m. Let's do about 6 a.m. It is a really warm morning. Few clouds will do. In fact, we'll go for some scattered clouds. And... do I want to do 6 laps? 20 minutes, 6 laps, and then end there? I think so. That seems like a reasonable way to do this. Also, again, just going to start this because it seems to fix any issues. I could have done this at night. I forgot it's lit up. Of course it's lit up. That would have been so much better. Oh, well, I didn't think of that. I think 20 litres of fuel should be perfectly all right here. Oh, very quickly go to that one. Head tracking is on. Oh, it's not right. Uh-oh, hang on. I need to, before I even move, my head tracking's off to one side. There we go. Now it is correct. And away we go. Bad start from me, but that is pretty much par for the course. Oh, it's an early morning. Excellent. Early morning in Japan. I've messed up. I should do that again. I shall start that again. Nobody saw that. Restart session. Nobody saw that. It's all fine. I was not looking in my mirrors. I was too busy looking at the sunrise. And this time I've had a good start. Excellent start. Right, I know my way around Suzuka. Why does it have a... I'm not sure why there's a box around that now. So I know my way around Suzuka, as I said. Oh, no. No, you were off track. I was on track. I am starting that again as well. I was definitely on track there. You were the one off track. You cannot go off track and come back on and expect... Because I was towards the edge. I am perhaps making excuses. Maybe I was off track. Or maybe they were on track and I was just really bad. Oh no, they were definitely off track. Because I just saw the 71 do the same thing. Oh, come on. Keep it together. Oh no, that's grass, That's sliding. Okay, maybe this car doesn't have quite as much grip as... I suppose I have to warm the tyres up as well. Of course. Why did I assume that there was going to be grip from the very, very beginning? Third gear for that. Come on, go through spoon. So through the S's, spoon, now we have the Degners coming up. There's an airship apparently up there. I did not even know there's an airship on this. Okay, not like that. That is the wrong way to go through the Degners. Can you tell I've never raced this car around this track before? Probably. Up to the hairpin. Kind of heat up, get some heat in the tyres so that I can start using that grip. That surprising grip. Hot air balloons. I'm being distracted by the scenery. That is never a good thing. What kind of speed can I carry through here? A little bit more than that. Can I ease off or do I need to brake? No, you need to brake. Or maybe just go really, really wide and then that might help. Right, I'm in 5th. This is a good position for me again. But I want to try and get 4th. Oh, is that something I need to brake for? Maybe a tap of the brakes, maybe a lift. Casio triangle. Oh, definitely something I need to brake for, obviously. That was really rough through there for me. Tried to bring the car out as wide as I could, but that might have been a little bit too wide. I almost went into the grass. So that was very silly. Sixth gear seems a bit useless here. Into turn 1. Oh, okay. Understeer. Lots of understeer. I'm not very good at turn 1 in this car yet. Oh, there's a car on my tail as well. So I am clearly not the fast driver here in the top 5. I am the slow driver in the top 5, although I am just about keeping pace with those in front of me. So maybe I'm not quite as slow for my lap number 1. It's just a few corners that I need to sort of improve upon just to manage to keep up. So for example here, brakes are needed. Don't cut the Degner that tightly. I definitely need to brake more there than I have. And now I'm going to have to defend because there is a green car. I'm going to move across on it because that is not legal. Okay, well that just went clean round my outside. That's embarrassing. You should not be able to do that at a hairpin. They could be a really fast driver, I do not know. Could be one of those at the 99%, 100%. But here, yeah, I not quite give them room. I sort of push them a little bit, but move back in to give them the room. And this is why I'm not racing online yet, because I want to learn these tracks and these circuits and learn, you know, what a car's width for these particular cars are, and then use that to improve my driving, so that when I do go online with real people, it's not a complete disaster, because I know my race etiquette, and I've learnt where I can place my car, what I should and shouldn't do. Which theoretically, of course, I know, but it's a matter of actually doing it. Right, 2 minutes 35, 4 laps to go. And as I said, I think I brake a little bit into here and then just brake. Maybe like that? No, not quite. It has helped, but that wasn't quite where I wanted it to be. I think third gear is the gear to be in through all of this though. And maybe fourth as you come through this one. Okay, the curbs are slippery. That is something I've got to be wary of. The curbs are slippery for some reason. Right, try not to cut Degner 1 too much. There we go, that is better. Down to third, a little bit more on the brakes here. That is also better. Not great, but better. And this time I'm actually keeping up with the top 5, or the top 4, which is nice, I suppose. Here we go, spoon. So, brake there, ease off, down a gear. Maybe like that? I'm not sure. Oh, actually, I say I'm keeping up with the top 4. Looks like P1 has just gone. They have run away. They have definitely run away. Oh, that green car is right there. I did not even know that. Where are they? I did not know that that green car was right on my tail. Whatever number that one is. So I have to be very, very careful there. Well, a little bit better. 3 laps to go. Can I handle the pressure? Answer is probably not. But there we go. So a bit of a break there, and then maybe down to fourth, cut in a little onto the accelerator, something like that, perhaps. I'm not entirely certain. Down to third, avoid the curbs this time, because last time I had the slight wobble with the curbs. Up to fourth through this. Maybe back down to third, I'm not sure. If I go back down to third here, will it? No, I think I need to keep fourth. I still see the green car just through the netting. That's not too bad. That is better. That was much better. Okay, good. It's this hairpin that I'm losing time on. Brake later at the hairpin. And then spoon, let's see if I can improve spoon. Is it spoon? Dunlop. No, spoon. That is spoon at the top. Dunlop is the one that I called Spoon earlier. This is Spoon, and then there is 130R, and then Casio, the Casio triangle thing. Maybe like that. How does that work? Nope, that green car is even closer. Actually, not quite as close. Not quite as close. Still cannot figure out if this is perfectly flat. I do not think it is. There, just a little blend, and I think it's okay. Bumping the curb there, not a problem. Bumping the curb there, not a problem. That could be a problem. I have to make sure that I keep turning the wheel a little bit more than I currently am. I wonder if they tightened that corner up over the years, and I've just never realised until driving that chicane. Perhaps I have. Just do not recall it ever being quite that tight. Uh-oh. Okay. Crisis averted. Almost lost it, but did not. Third gear again. Up to fourth, and then round we go. They take quite a wide line. I seem to cut in a little bit tighter, which seems to be working for me at least a little bit. Does seem to be working for me a little. Right, tap on the brakes, turn in, down to third, turn in, hard on the accelerator, a little bit wide, but I'm okay. Now that would probably be, if I was doing an online race, that would probably be an off track, so I have to be careful about that. Brake later for the hairpin, good. And gain time. So I'm starting to get that bit. I think when I start returning to these tracks with cup cars, I'm going to end up being somewhat better. That is, if I do it in the next year. That is actually much better. Okay, the question is, with one lap to go, am I going to be able to overtake any of these guys? Any of these at all with one lap to go? Can I do that flat? No, flat is not possible. I've just proved that. Well, but this is. That was unexpected. I was not expecting that one, but here we go. I guess I am going to attempt an overtake. Although they are in a slipstream, so... Side draft, is side draft a thing? Uh-oh. No, you don't. There we go. That's that gone. Well, that's me either going to lose fifth there, or I have to settle for fifth. I could not keep that car through that corner alongside. Which I thought might happen, but I wanted to make sure I did not bump into them. Maybe I should have been a little bit more... I should have been more feisty on the brakes. Perhaps pushing them a little bit further towards the edge, not giving them quite as much room as I did. But that is what this is for. I'm here to start learning and figuring things out. You never know, I might catch them again if I have a phenomenal remainder of this lap. Because I actually feel like I am the fastest driver on this grid this time around. Not the most consistent, but I think I am the fastest, at least of this whole group. Even first place has not really got too far away from me over here. It's just me trying to get used to a few of these corners. So for example, I'm now starting to get used to this corner and understanding where I can actually place the car, where I can put power down. What I should have done was blip the throttle there. But this is the end of the race, so we should see some fireworks in a few moments. Of course, the leader is not that far ahead comparatively this time. Whoops. Actually, that just helps me because it just slowed me down the exact amount I needed to slow down. Yeah, that's done. There we go. And we missed the fireworks. Yes, we missed the fireworks. All the fireworks do not exist on this one. Well, there we go. Is that race over as well. That's race number 4. Let's slow down, switch off my head tracking. Oh, and suddenly we have some comments. Okay. Well, oh, right, okay. That would explain why I have to be a little bit careful around Suzuka. I mean, the first two, I felt like they went out in the green area and then came back in. I'm not sure. You are right. So what's your name? I do not know what your name is, sorry, but you are right. I am not at full throttle. Interesting, my pedal is pushed all the way to the floor. Right, okay. Well, that probably explains some of my lack of speed. I need to. Sorry, oh, why are you turning in on me? Like, okay, yeah, they are terrible. This is after the race as well. That one's going to hit me, aren't they? This is after the race and they're hitting me. Yes, with my foot flat to the floor, unless I push it hard in, it is not full throttle. Okay. I did not notice that because I checked that earlier and it was going full throttle. I know what it is and I am going to fix it as soon as this stream is over. So thank you for pointing it out. As to the apps I'm using, so I have the Sidekick app, Sidekick Plus. That is the app in the bottom left-hand corner. The app above that is the tyre extension app. In fact, what am I doing? Whilst I'm moving the car, I can just show you this. So there you go. We have the Sidekick app, the tyre app extension. I think that is off race department. And then the Sidekick app is actually no longer off race department. It is the extended version. So that is that one. Then we have map display. I believe that is off race department. So there is a mini version and a full version of that included in the apps list. So you can check that out. And then I have the radar. And that is part of the standard apps that are found in. Oh, there are the fireworks. Hello. Part of the standard apps that are found with the CSP. So now you can have the app drawer, that app shelf. Sorry, it's called an app shelf. So you click that, and you'll see that we have radar right there. So that is the other one that I am using. So those are the 4 apps that I'm actually using for the racing. So hopefully that helps. And just as I'm starting to wrap up the stream, that's when the activity starts, of course. But what does this tyre app show me? Okay, so the tyre app is showing me the various different temperatures. It's actually very similar in a way to this one. So apparently they're all messed up. There we go. I'll just stop there. Hang on. I just want to have a look at some times. I thought I was fairly quick, and I was right. I was the fastest driver out there in this session. Not in the middle sector. I think the Degners were not ideal for me, but I was the fastest driver out there. So, okay, to finish this particular stream, I will actually show you that tyre app in a little bit more detail. So let me just save this replay. Keep replay, sorry. There we go. And just go to practice. It's fine, I'll load up Suzuka. I no longer need head tracking, and I will show you this particular app. So, as far as I can understand, and I'll be honest, I do not use this app much at all, but we've got tyre pressures in the tiny writing there, so you'll see that. And then this is also, I think, a differential to ideal. We have tyre temperatures. We also have, so these are tyre temperatures there. We have tyre heating in and out. There is a little, if I can show you this, I'm not sure. Hold on, let me switch off ABS. There we go. If I switch off ABS and traction control, you might be able to see this a little bit better. So if I put that in first and just, you'll see that is actually some of the forces. That's so at the top you can see the forces for the tires. If I just do that, you'll see the tires are starting to heat up. You'll also see the movement of the tire, the suspension. So the little green marks that you see on the side, the green lines, is actually suspension movement. So if I start going over this grass here, there you go. You can actually see that movement. And then you'll also see the little bits in the middle that are flashing. Those little bits flashing in the middle are basically the tyres skipping, so it's as if the tyres are locking. So if I go ahead and lock the tyre now, I didn't quite show because I didn't lock it well enough, but you saw that the little circle in the middle was just flashing a little bit as you're gaining and losing. There you go, you can see it a bit. Grip and actual power. Or power, that's not the right term. Grip and, I suppose, traction? Yes, well, traction and grip's a similar thing, isn't it? Now, as to what the red marks are at the top and the bottom of each tyre, so if you go over that is dirt. So that part is showing me dirt. So you can see there that my right tyres are very dirty, but my left tyres are, because I'm on the tarmac, are very clean. So that gives you that information as well. There is a bunch of other information you can have, but I'm not sure. There you go. That would probably be the better way of showing you. So it'll show, as you can see, cambers. You can see the tyre slip. That is what that is. Tyre slip, not loss of grip. It's a slipping of the tyre. So hopefully that helps. And this is a must-have app. This Sidekick is a definite must-have app. Pretty self-explanatory as to what it's showing there. Position, times, lap times, tachometer, tyre temperatures, brake temperatures, things like that. And then some additional information at the bottom. Apparently something is moving at ×2. I didn't know that I had it set at ×2. It is quite useful. These are really useful apps to have. I usually do not use that because I'm normally hot lapping. This is pretty much all I have. Not the render stats, that's me trying to test something. But this is how I normally run if I'm hot lapping, or I'll just run like this if I just want to drive without anything for maximum immersion. This with that on is just excellent, and I really need to get myself back into position. There we go. So some head tracking and no apps, really good. And then lastly, of course, if I want to be messing around with photographs, this is where I do it. So that is that. I think that is the end of this stream. I've been going a little bit longer than I wanted to, but thank you to those people who watched. As for what I'm using for head tracking. It's actually it's not Track IR. It's actually Open Track, and with that I have a Track Hat, which is a company in the UK, and it effectively or essentially you can make it yourself. All this is, it's very similar to Track IR. You just get yourself some infrared LEDs, a camera which can pick up infrared, so take off the infrared filter or have one that is just an IR sensor, and use OpenTrack, which you see on my taskbar, and that is it. Just set it up. So this one is on a cap, so I have a point sort of in the middle, about 1/3 of the way up the cap in the middle, and then I have 2 points on the actual sun visor, or the visor part of it. That is where I have two other points, two other infrared points, one on the left and one on the right, and together, if I show you very quickly, it gives me that. So you can see I can look up and down, move wherever I'm moving, and do whatever I want, as and when I want to do it. And of course I have different profiles for different things, so you just set up your different profiles in the same way as you would with Track IR. So I have one for Assetto Corsa. I've been setting one up for Competizione. I have one for Assetto Corsa if I'm driving Formula 1 cars, BeamNG Drive, Euro Truck Simulator 2, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and just the default one which nobody ever uses. So there we go. Should I take a couple of replays? Should I take a couple of photos from a replay? Let's have a quick peek. Let's have a quick look at this one and see what we have before I end. That wasn't the one. That's me just sitting still. That is not the one I want. The one I want is that one. No point me taking a photo of me sitting still. Now, I do like, those of you who are watching this and wonder how I get this sort of, these sorts of colours and everything. Post-processing filters coupled with content shaders patch and, oh, I'm going to put that down. That is loud. That can go right the way down. On there and in my ear. There we go. Content shaders patch and what else is it? A pure. This time that car did not go out of bounds. Interesting. I'm curious as to which ones did and did not go out of bounds. So, because I was sure that one is, that is very close to being out, but that one was not out either. That one was. And that is what caught me the first and second time around. Well, no, the first time around it was me not looking at the radar or the mirror, being distracted by the scenery. Second time, that was what it was. The car went off and I was expecting it to stay off. So I was still taking my line. And, well, they came back on. And that did not go well. Let's do this. I'll take a couple of screenshots. Just find a random spot for a screenshot. Let's see. There. That is a random spot for a screenshot. So, there we go. Now, hopefully everybody has enjoyed the stream. If you've been watching, and if you have, please do click on the like button. I don't know how many streams I'll be doing this year. I know that the next stream that apparently I have to try the Evora GX. So I will be trying that. If not on stream, I will make a video with it, but I think it will be better on stream. So I will certainly try to do that. That looks pretty good. What filter am I using? Reality filter. What do other filters look like? Oh, True Colors does not work so well. Premiere looks quite bright as well. I think the reality filter does look relatively real, shockingly. maybe not quite as real, actually. I've just noticed that the tyres are digging into the ground over here, so that is not great. Well, I think I'm going to have to look for screenshots at... Oh, okay, hold on. This is a screenshot that I have to take before I end the video, because that is actually a really good, or potentially a really good screenshot. But with that, I will be ending this video, so thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you did like this video, or live stream. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on different titles if you're interested. Leave comments if you're watching this after the race or after the stream. And if you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon. There are a whole bunch of links in the description box, as well as links to my social media and my Discord server. So there we go. That is all from me. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I think it is time for me to go. I will hopefully stream again, maybe in a couple of weeks. I do not know, but I will certainly try to advertise that beforehand on my Discord, well, maybe not so much on social media, but certainly on Discord, on YouTube. I'll try to plan it and make sure that it is up as upcoming. And I think that is pretty much everything. So I will transition to this particular screen. Thank you very much, and goodbye.